Audius. So Audius was a properly hyped crypto back in 2021. It looked like there was going to be a real shift in the music scene. That's not really the case anymore. And while we've noticed recently the music industry has been heating up, or certainly the conversation around it has been heating up, particularly with regards to artists' rights and earnings and all of that. Audius has been getting the most mentions. Is this going to result in a price appreciation? Well, let's take a look. Now, before I get into any of it, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on this channel. In each of the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these coins. These were cryptos that I thought were going to make a lot of money, which is obviously why I bought them. These are the prices of these coins when I released my videos. These are the highs these coins hit 16 months on, and what your profits would have been from $100 into each. In that time, you'd have made over 123 grand. Now, the thing is we're in a bull cycle. Altcoin season's around the corner, and if you've got cryptos you are not happy with that aren't performing for you, you've got to get that sorted before altcoin season kicks on. If you don't know where to start, have a look at copymycrypto.com. This is the site that I run where I share the coins that I own with my members. So when I find a crypto that I think is going to make a lot of cash, I jump onto my site, I tell my members all about the coin, the price that I'm going to be buying it at. When I sell one of the coins I own, I tell my members the coin and the price I'm going to sell at. So there is no work for my members. They get in and out of cryptos at the same price as me, so they make the same profit. If you go onto my site, you'll see some of the profits my members have made, some of their testimonials, some of my past successes. All of these are on the history of this channel. You can go onto old videos and verify them all. And if, after doing all of that, you like what you see and you want to hear more, you want to find out the cryptos I think are going to be the winners of this cycle, like I predicted with so many of these in the last cycle, all you have to do to find out about the coins I own is join up on the site. Now, Audius. So, Audius sits at 6 cents. In the 2021 bull cycle, this rallied all the way up to $5, and at points it was as low as like 10 cents, even 9. So I had a very good bull cycle. Now, Audius was a coin that was really well regarded by token metrics. If you're unfamiliar with token metrics, they give a lot of blockchain analysis and review a lot of projects. This was a coin that they believed was going to be a game changer. And it is a decentralized music streaming protocol that lives on Solana. It was launched to remedy the inefficiencies of the music industry. So that was plagued by intransparent music right ownerships and intermediaries that stand between artists and the audience. The aim was to align the interests of the artists, the fans, and node operators through the audio token. So artists upload music stored and distributed by content and discovery nodes fans can listen to for free. Audius then rewards content creators through rewards like featuring in the weekly trending lists. And in the future, it plans to integrate stablecoins for artists to offer paid content, as well as artist tokens that give the fans access to exclusive content. The founders of Audius are Ronil Rumberg and Forrest Browning, both Forbes 30 under 30 recipients, and they've been backed by some big names. They've been backed by deadmau5, Adam Goldberg, who's the co-founder and MD of Stanford Crypto, as well as Bing Gordon, who's the co-founder of EA Games. So big names. Now, the problem is, and when they actually launched, before we get to the problem, when they launched, there were a lot of names attached to this, and big names within the industry, So these are just a group of the artists that use Audius, but, I'm familiar with one of them, Skrillex. Other than that, I couldn't tell you who any of these people are at all. It was also backed by some big names in the music industry like Katy Perry, Nas, Chainsmokers, Pusha T, and Steve Aoki. All of them I know. Just showing my age, I suppose. Now the thing is there was potential here, particularly when you were seeing like big names starting to get on board. You start seeing this being backed by names like Katy Perry and Nas. things look positive. But the issue is the usage, right? So to this week, the number one trending song has been listened to 12,000 times. Second biggest 7,000, third biggest 3,000, or just shy of 4,000. I mean, usage isn't great, is it? Across a week, you would want to be seeing bigger numbers. And I just want to put this into context. Like, this is a coin with a market cap of $18 million. The usage here isn't good. That is a lot of money. That's a very large market cap when you look at usage. Now, right now, there are 39,000 holders. How many people are using Audius? Of course, Audius has been downloaded a ton, but that doesn't mean anything, in my opinion. Like, you can get something from it, but all in all, it doesn't mean a fat lot, does it? Like, how many... How many apps do you download a week or a month and then delete and never use? But that's accounted as a download. You know, all-time list as well. I mean, the best is Skrillex with Cliptown Empyrean, which is 1.14 million. But now, I mean, again, context-wise, they have been up and running. This has been around for not quite 5 years, but not far. So growth here isn't great. And the success of Audius as a coin is intrinsically tied to the success of the platform. It has to be. Because the platform is where Audius's token, where the audio token has its usage, where it has its use case, pay node operators. Artists can earn money. Right? The reality here is that if the platform itself doesn't grow, they are going to struggle. And this is on Binance, this is on Coinbase, but let's be honest, this could easily be delisted at some point. I'm not saying it's going to. Volume generally is more than good enough to probably stay on both of those platforms. You know, that's all in all, that's what Binance and Coinbase care about. If they're also investors in audio, in the audio token, maybe, you know, it will stay on for a lot longer. It's part of Coinbase's investment, so there you go. Part of Binance ecosystem. But the numbers aren't good here. I am looking at this and I see this as an overvalued right now. And as I said, look, social activity, I mean, June 11th, social activity was kicking off with music sector heating up. June 11th is only like a day or two ago. And Audius was leading the pack in terms of the mentions and everything else. Did it have a fat lot of difference? Not particularly, man. On the 11th, price didn't really do a fat lot. In fact, it dropped quite a bit in the end. So just because people are talking about the music sector doesn't mean much. Really, there are two ways this does well, as far as I can see. Number one is they end up with landing big artists that actually use the platform, that can draw in millions and millions of users. That would be if I was them, that would be the number one goal, right? If you can onboard art musicians that have huge followings that are willing to release a little bit of exclusive content, or even just move to the platform, they will bring their fans with them. That's really the biggest way that Audius can grow and grow quickly. The other way is just standard marketing and advertising and trying to draw some of the Spotify audience here. But the competition is rife in this sector. Even if they do, best case scenario is they get a huge artist, and maybe this can rally quite well. But all in all, I'm not seeing a lot right now that makes me think this is going to have a good year. I think with a natural bull cycle, maybe this gets back to 20 cents, maybe even 30 cents. But all in all, to me right now, this looks overvalued. Usage is poor. Hard to really look at this and go, this is worth $80 million as a market cap when, you know, the most popular songs are only getting listened to like at max 12,000 times a week. A week. So from my perspective, overvalued. I don't see this as a good investment. Maybe, like I say, natural ebbs and flows of a bull cycle. Maybe it can get to 20 or 30 cents. 30 cents would probably be about the peak. But their job, onboard huge musicians. You can onboard massive names that have huge followings with millions of fans, and you'll bring a huge user base to Audius, and then you can see the platform and the price start to appreciate. But a lot of work here, not confident of success for the long-term price of this coin. But there are 40,000 holders. So what do you guys think? Why are you still holding this? Is it just that you hold it because you think something's going to shift in the music industry? Do you hold it because you think the team have done well onboarding some names? What do you think? Let me know. And this channel is really close to 90,000 subscribers. Hit the subscribe button. It really, really helps the channel. And guys, look, we're in a bull cycle. If you've got coins you're not confident in, altcoin season is around the corner, have a look at copymycrypto.com. This is the site I run where I share all the coins I own with my members. When I'm ready to buy or sell any crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to buy or sell and the price that I'm going to be buying or selling at. So all my members get in and out of coins at the same price as me. They can make the exact same profit and they have absolutely no work to do at all. Go onto my site, you'll see some of the profits of my members, some of their testimonials, some of my past successes, all of which are on the history of this channel. You can verify everything that you see. And if after reading through the site, watching the videos, verifying it all, you want to hear more, whether it's the daily updates I give my members or whether you just want to know the coins that I think are going to be the winners this year, like I predicted with Theta and Zilliqa and VeChain and Phantom, which did nearly 700x in the last bull cycle. All you have to do to find out about the coins I own is join up on the site. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.